What is up, guys? The Premium Rat here. Welcome back to, I think this is episode 4 now of Q&A. These seem to be going down really, really well. You guys are really enjoying these, so I'm going to continue to do these way into the future. So I hope you guys stick around and watch these. Again, if you're not already following me on Twitter, then definitely go and follow me on there. The link to it will be in the description, or it's at the Premium Rat. That's where I ask for all the questions, either on a Saturday or a Sunday. So if you're around at sort of like midday, I suppose, either one of those days, then I'll send out a cheeky tweet and you guys can tweet to me back. Anyway, again, gameplay in the background's not going to be important, but I suppose it'd be something sort of decent to keep you guys entertained. Again, don't really pay attention to the score too much, because all these gameplays you're going to see for the next couple of weeks are all pre-patch, and the game before the patch was easy. I was dropping really decent scores out of my arse, and now I can't seem to fucking get a gameplay at all. So, yeah, so let's just crack straight onto it. Jack Mack asks, if you could be any kind of hat in the world, what kind would you be? This is a kind of a weird question to kick off things. What kind of hat? I don't really know. I suppose just like a baseball cap. I don't know. Is that really classed as a hat? I suppose just a baseball cap. You know, just nice and simple. Thanks for the question. Xboz HD asks, who's the biggest YouTuber you've ever played at FIFA? That would be KSI or LGBT. Got on my friends list. Like I used to go to school with him, so I played him. I think I played him FIFA 11. Yeah, probably FIFA 11 actually. And I think we might have played 5 games. I think I won 3 and lost 1, and the other one was a draw. But I can't quite remember. But to be honest, well, back then he wasn't that good. But I haven't played him in a while, so I might have to send him a cheeky message, see if we can get a game together. But anyway, thanks for the question. iTurts Gaming asks, if you could have any accent, what would it be? Probably, I don't know. I probably wouldn't change my accent. Actually, I like the accent I've got. I mean, people sort of, I wouldn't say people know me for my accent, but I think, I don't know, really. I just like my own accent. Does that sound a little bit weird, or is that just sort of standard? I mean, I'm really not gonna lie. I really don't like northern accents. It's just, sorry if there's any northern viewers out there. I know who there is. But, I mean, it just gets me really angry. And, like, American, Australian accents probably do my head in a little bit. So I'd probably just keep the southern English sort of accent that I have. Thanks for the question. Odd Conflict asks, how much fac could a fac you fac if a fac you could fac you? Probably a lot of facts, not going to lie. So, thanks for the question. Owen Croat asks, would you rather lick a tramp's foot with peanut butter or give a guy head? 100% lick the tramp's foot. Just lick it. I mean, that's like, it's peanut butter versus cock. You're going to take the peanut butter, aren't you? 100% of the time, unless you're gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, just take the peanut butter, trust me. Joseph Bellamy asks, Jermaine Defoe or Adebayor? This season, Defoe. But, I mean, the games that Adebayor has played this year, to be honest, I think he's played really, really well. But I still think we're lacking that something up front. I still think we need to buy someone, a really decent striker in January to get us anywhere. Because, you know, Defoe's not... I mean, he hasn't really been... This is the only season he's been consistent. And, you know, I don't think we can rely on him for too much longer. So we do need to buy someone in January to bolster the squad. Thanks for the question. Ryan McNally asks, if you needed to do a shit in school or college, would you do it in the girls' toilets or the disabled toilets, but you can't flush it? Probably in the disabled toilets, because, I don't know, actually. Well, it depends which one was clear. I don't know. I'd probably have like a little sneak around, even though that sounds really weird, but I suppose I'd check if there was anyone like watching, I suppose, first, and then quickly do my business and then get out of there. But thanks for the question anyway. Gandalf or FIFA Ultimate Team Luke asks, who should Spurs buy come January? As I said, probably a striker. I think we need another centre-back as well, because Gallas is looking shit now. I'm not going to lie, I've never really liked him, to be honest. I think the only reason he was that good in the first place was because he had pace, and now his pace has just gone to shit. Probably another midfielder as well, because we haven't really replaced Modric or Van der Vaart. I mean, Dembele's playing really well. We've got Sigurdsson, Dempsey's coming in now. But I still think we need another midfielder. And probably a striker, as I said. And that's pretty much it. Apart from that, I think the team's not too bad now. Thanks for the question. The Boob Man asks, can you fit a penis through a CD hole? I'm genuinely interested. Absolutely not. I've got a 25-inch schlong. Thanks for the question. Jake or X Deadfall asks, do you even lift? No, I bench. Thanks for the question. SAS 645 asks, if you could bring back a Spurs player, if you could bring back a player that played for Spurs for one or more games, who would it be? They can be dead or alive. This is a very, very good question. I got this a minute ago. Dead or alive Spurs players? I don't know, really. Probably, I don't know. I'd have to bring back Van der Vaart because I just love him. He just the passion he showed, especially when we played Arsenal. He absolutely hated Arsenal. I think that's why the fans loved him so much, was because he shared our passion for the big games. Apart from that, probably some legends from the past. Ricky Villa, I'd probably have in my team. Glenn Hoddle would probably have starting, but that's pretty much it. I think the team we've got at the moment has been one of the best we've had for years. So obviously, if you put Modric and Van der Vaart back in there, then it would be fantastic. But I still think we're doing pretty well with all the injuries and losses that we've had. Thanks for the question. Dan Stammers asks, your favourite Spurs player was Ledley King, but now he's retired. I'd probably have to say Asu Okoto, because he's just a fucking legend, isn't he? Just swaggers around the pitch, just doesn't really give a fuck, to be honest. He's just a genuine legend, really. Thanks for the question. Darren Owusu asks, do you think Spurs should accept the 40 million bid from Barcelona for Bale? Probably, I don't know actually. If Barcelona came calling, I don't know, maybe for 45 or 50 mil, then yeah, I'd have to accept that. 40 mil, I think, is just a little bit too low. I think he's a lot better than that. I mean, you've got to think he's only 23, I think he is, 22, 23, so if you think he's still got at least, I'd say, another 7-8 years in top-flight football, so can you imagine the player he could become in the next 5-6 years when he hits his peak? It'd just be incredible. So I'll probably have to say, if they come calling for 45, 50 mil, then I'll probably have to accept it. Thanks for the question. ACR Radam asks, what's the biggest mistake you've ever made on YouTube? This is a very, very difficult question. I don't know, really. I don't know whether I've actually made that many mistakes on YouTube. Maybe, I don't quite know. I can't really. I'd have to probably sit there and think quite long and hard about maybe not continuing with the series that I should have done, or maybe put more effort into the videos when I first started my channel. Because when I first started, I sort of just did it sort of casually. But as I've grown, I've obviously put more time and effort into it, and it's really how it's benefited. So probably maybe at the start, if I'd have put a lot more time and effort into things, I probably would be a lot bigger than I was now. But anyway, I'm really grateful for how many subs and stuff I have now. But thanks for the question. Anyway, Harry Tibble asks, what was your school life like? And what was your best memories, high school or secondary school? Probably just a banter, to be honest. I mean, there's been some, obviously, the fights, the school fight. Well, I didn't really get into fights, but I mean, the fights that you watched, or just genuinely around school, was just, obviously, you're going to remember those for the rest of your life because they were just funny. But genuinely, just the banter and the laughs that you have. I know everyone says that when you're in school, it's shit, but then when you finish school and you look back and you think, school time was actually the best time of your life, they're not lying, to be honest. It actually was. I wish I was still at school. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but I mean, back in like year 10, when there wasn't really much pressure on you. I mean, you had like GCSEs, but I think year 10 was probably the best year. Year 10 or 11, I mean, just chilling out. Year 11, obviously, you had a lot more work with GCSEs and stuff, but year 10, year 10, I mean, you just chilled out, fucked about, and just had some laughs really with your mates, and that's what school's all about. So thanks for the question, and that is pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave us a thumbs up. The series is doing really well. If we could hit another 60 or 70 likes in this video, then that would make me happy in the pants. But apart from that, please follow me on Twitter, because that's where I ask all the questions for you guys, so you can have a chance to ask me for one next week. But apart from that, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later on. Goodbye.